Hello. This next exercise is going to be a pelvis and hip reset, a bit of work for the abdominals, the inner and outer thighs, getting everything to kind of fire up in the way that they're supposed to. If you have any existing hip issues, pelvic floor dysfunction or discomfort, prolapse, please be sure to be in touch with a physician before doing this or any exercise. If there's any grinding or pinching in the hip joint, in the knees, in the sacrum, in the SI joint, back out of the exercise, soften, modify, or avoid it completely. These exercises should feel mildly challenging and good in the body. And if they don't, they might not be for you. But I hope they work well for you. Be safe, and let's reset those hips, SI joint, pelvis. Let's dive in. Okay, so for this pelvis and hip reset, you'll want a yoga strap or a scarf, a couple of yoga blocks, a yoga mat. We will practice barefoot, so if you're comfortable doing that, go ahead and take off your socks. The most important part of this practice is the breath and maintaining a little bit of core engagement within the ability to breathe. So the ability to breathe is the first part of building pelvic floor health and also back health, whole body health. When we compress the breath or shorten it, we create tension and imbalances. And so that'll be our starting place. So you only need one block. Get rid of that. And so, yeah, join me on the mat. Bring your block, bring your strap. And take your socks off. You can wear shoes, but I like practicing barefoot to reconnect the brain with the nerves in the feet and ankles. All right, let's begin. So we'll start by coming onto the back. Get comfy. Hug knees to chest and just rock gently side to side. And bring the tailbone a bit down, lifting up with the low back. Kind of tuning into the tailbone side of the sacrum, rocking side to side, and then coming back through center. And we're just checking things out here in the lumbar spine, in the SI joint, rocking from one side, maybe coming all the way toward a hip to the other side, and just coming more toward the tailbone end of the sacrum and back toward center and back toward the waistline. And just rocking in. And then bring your feet to the mat fairly close to your sitting bones. And take a peek, lift your head up and take a peek at where your ASIS points are, your bony hip points, your anterior-sacroiliac joint there, or your point. And bring your kneecap right in line with that ASIS point. And then your heels right in line with there. And so usually ASIS and sitting bones are in line with each other. And so bringing your heel right about there, fairly close in. And then we'll do a little self sacral massage. So deep breath in. Exhale, draw the sides of the waist down. And so here's where we're breathing within a brace. Make sure you can breathe past the navel. Gaze up toward the sky. The shoulders relax. Maintain that core engagement. Draw the low belly down so that you feel the sacrum really stamp on the ground. Glutes are soft and relaxed. Hip flexors soft and relaxed. Feet are pressing ever so lightly down for stability. Maintain that engagement. Bring the fingertips behind the head. Let the pads of the fingers kind of cup the skull and gently give yourself a little traction. Maintain that core engagement. And then just a couple centimeters, use the core to lift the head off the ground. Breathe. So this is the world's tiniest crunch. Keep pulling the sides of the waist down. Breathe past and through the navel. Sacrum presses down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Grab your block. We're going to bring the block lengthwise between the knees. And this block is about a foot long, 6 inches in width. We're going to bring it the long way, so thusly. And we'll bring the feet fairly close into the sitting bones, and then we'll bring the feet close together. And the goal here is going to keep the whole foot rooted down. So press into the heels, press into the base of the big toe, pinky toe, and then we're going to find that core engagement. So deep breath in and deep breath out. Sides of the waist draw down. And if this is too intense for you, you could separate the feet a little bit. That's totally fine. Just comfortably in together and comfortably close to the feet. So pressing down through the soles of the feet, the core is engaged, and we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to hold it for 10, 9, keep squeezing, 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 7, 6, 5, 4, hip flexors soft, 3, 2, and 1. And then soften, wiggle side to side. And if you need to adjust how the block is, that's fine. And then reset things. And if you'd like, bring your feet just a little bit further away from the sitting bones so you don't get cramping in the hip flexor. So deep breath in, sides of the waist draw down. Breathe past the navel, breathe through the navel. So we're stamping the sacrum down with core engagement. We're stamping the back ribs, front ribs down with core engagement, but we're making sure we can still breathe. Next, exhale, squeeze the block. We're going to keep the feet on the ground. We're going to let the legs rock to one side, then the other side. 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze, 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 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release the block, reset. Block comes to the narrow setting. Bring your feet in close, squeeze, draw the sides of the waist down, deep breath in, deep breath out, engage, sacrum stays grounded, feet stay grounded here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, make sure your toes are long, 2, and 1. Soften, release, shake side to side. Nicely done. And then we draw down, breathe past the navel, press through the feet, exhale, squeeze the block. Then we go 10, 9, keep the hips on the ground, keep the heels on the ground, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go, take the block away. Okay, then block on its medium setting, feet wide. Same exact thing, and feet just comfortably close to the heels. So her feet comfortably close to the sitting bones. They can be close in, they can be far away. Just find a place where you can do all that abdominal engagement and the hip flexors don't fire up. So sometimes it takes a bit of adjustment where to place the feet. So draw down, squeeze in for 10, 9, 8, lift the head, 5, 4, 3, toes are long, and 1. release down. And then soften, let that go. And then draw the sides of the waist down. Squeeze the block like crazy here. Press down through the feet for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Rest. And then bring the feet so that they're touching each other once again. So feet touching each other, close in, root down through the feet, squeeze the block, sides of the waist draw down, let the legs drift over to one side for 10. Keep the feet on the ground. 8, 7, hips on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the block through center, drop it over to the other side. Both hips on the ground, squeeze, press, both feet on the ground. 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, and 1. Release, shake that out. Grab your strap, lift your legs, cross the strap over. So bring the strap behind the legs and then wrap the tails, cross the tails over, feet fairly close in, and then let your arms be long so that your elbows can be on the ground. Clasp the tails of the strap in your fists. We're going to keep the knees together using the strength of the arms and knees pressed out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Rock up to seated. And then we're going to round in, bring the hands to the outsides of the knees, gaze a bit more forward, a little nod of the chin, press the knees into the hands, hands and knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the legs drop outward, soles the feet together. Little gentle rock for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the legs go long. And find Shavasana for as long as you can. Let it all go. And I hope you've enjoyed your pelvis, sacrum, core reset. Just continue to think on reconnecting internal engagement, external engagement, core engagement, and the breath. And we will see you next time.